Hey y'all, I'm Terry. I'm a 56-year-old Gen Xer. Work several jobs from home so I can help be a caretaker to my husband who has myotonic muscular dystrophy. And also because I have some autoimmune issues that really make it hard for me to work in a regular office job, which might have to change soon. So I wanted to stop and make a video this week. It's been a long week and I have run out of time because I've had so much going on in all aspects, including the rheumatoid arthritis and the fibromyalgia that keeps me uh, unable to do some of the things I wanted to get done this week. But I'll catch you up. I did a little bit of this, a little bit of that this week. I did work one shift on that job that is slowly getting rid of us that I've spoken about before. It's a constructive dismissal for the short version. It's not quite a layoff because they won't lay us off. They just cut our hours to nothing. So I have that, and then I have my two other jobs. But guess what? I did start something new. I started door dashing. Here's my little bag. I also have a pizza bag. So that's new. I've got a lot to learn about it, and I'm going to hopefully share little snippets of the week. I only did a few shifts because I'm trying to get acclimated to it, and plus, as I mentioned, I've been down for the count a couple of days with health issues, but it was fun. But I have a lot to learn. I didn't make very much money, but I expected that in the beginning. And I'm going to put in some clips of where I got the truck ready because it was not ready to go. This is my husband's truck and we share it. And a couple of clips just from my few shifts.
Hey everyone. This is gonna be my first day trying DoorDash. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I'm a very introverted person, and I'm just testing the waters today, so I probably won't do it very long. I live in a very small town. I'm going one town over, and we'll see if it does any better. But okay, I'll let you know. Bye. Hi everyone. So I am logged in for my second shift for DoorDash. I'm sitting here waiting now. We'll see if I get any orders. I'm in a pretty small town right now, so I might not, and I will post an update later. I just wanted to let you all know that I'm out here trying it. And I tried to do two orders, but somebody had picked up the order when I got there. I don't know how that happened. The people at the restaurant thought that it wasn't even a DoorDasher. So, anyway, I called DoorDash and they said that it wouldn't count against me. And then I got another order, which I probably shouldn't have taken. It was a lot of miles for the amount of money, but, I'm just trying to get used to everything. So, I'm taking some lower orders right now for the mileage just to get experience. But it went really well. I still enjoy it. It's nice to just get out of the house, I work all the time at home and I'm always at home. So it's nice just to get out for a little while. Hi guys, it's Terry. I am in the truck. I'm about to go do DoorDash again. This is my third attempt at doing it. I didn't do too good the second time. I only did one order that day, but I'm going to try to do a solid 3 hours and see what comes in no matter what. Okay, first update. I have been sitting here now. It said 1 to 5 minutes between orders, and I've been logged in for 5 minutes, so hopefully something will come soon and I will let you know. I've done 2 orders. It took me right by my house and then it took me to some apartments, but it just told the main address of the apartments. It didn't tell the actual apartment number while it was reading out directions, and I had to close the directions once I got in there because I couldn't find it. And as soon as I closed the directions, then it popped up on the screen, apartment number, blah, blah, blah. Like, well, that would have helped. So, but other than that, it went fine. So now I am just sitting and waiting. I've been working 45 minutes-ish now. And I've made a little over $11. So that's not great. But you know what? I'd be sitting at home not making any money, and it hasn't really put a lot of miles on the truck, so I haven't spent a lot of gas money or anything. If I get upside down in gas, then that would be a different story. But as long as I'm coming out ahead and not putting too much wear and tear on the truck, which I haven't yet, I'm gonna keep trying. Okay, well, I am a little over an hour and a half into the shift, and I have earned $18. I should be doing Uber Eats with it, I think, but I'm not comfortable enough to do that yet. They sent me 2 orders to go to the big town down the interstate. That's not going to happen. I would rather just sit here and not earn money. I'm not going to get on the interstate and go to the major city. So I will keep you posted. And I never really did a good check-in. I'll try to get better at that too as I go. So other than that, I did just your normal stuff that you do around the house. Cut the yard and cooked dinner, did some laundry, cleaned the bathroom, cleaned my mother's bathroom, the room that we're in now, and the bathroom that's connected. That was hers. If you're new, my mother lived here. This was her house, and we lived with her and helped take care of her, but she's passed away a couple of years ago, and I haven't been able to deal with everything, getting all her stuff taken away and cleaned up, and she was my best friend, so it's kind of hard to do that. I'm trying to, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but the bathroom was so neglected because we don't go in there. I don't let anybody go in there. It needed cleaning, so I cleaned that up. I'm quite proud of myself. That was a big step for me to start working on something in here. Also, I don't know if you can see the fly that's flying around here. You'll probably see it go by several times because there it goes. Did you see it? We're having fly problems. Does anybody else deal with fly problems we're in the South, and every year we have this in the summertime. It's first we get the fruit flies. You cannot bring a peach in this house. If you bring a peach in this house, then it is the rest of a better part of 3 or 4 weeks fighting fruit flies. My husband says they're gnats. All I know is they only come in when you bring the peaches in, and he loves peaches. I'm not a peach lover, just not. I ask him every time, but he will not keep them in the refrigerator. It's a no-no, just like tomatoes. You can't put tomatoes in the refrigerator. Yeah, well, if you don't, then they go bad. But, that's just me. I grew up in a small town, but it was still city life. He grew up on the farm. He knows how to do all this stuff. So this time of year, we get those. We get the ants. The ants have not been as bad this year, but, I shouldn't say that. I might have just jinxed it. The ants, they come every year, the little tiny ones, and I fight them every summer. I haven't seen them this year yet, but the flies, they come after the gnats, and I don't think they're gnats grown up into flies. It's just the time of year, that's when they happen. And my husband will go out and he will leave the door open or cracked. And even if you open the door for a little bit, they swarm in here somehow. I have killed at least 10 flies in the past week, at least. And I know we have like 2 that's still swarming around in here. I don't know where that one went. I'm going to start naming them and charging them rent is what I'm going to do. They're obnoxious. They need to earn their keep. Maybe, clean a bathroom or 2. I'm here with my coffee. You'll always see me with my coffee because this is my downtime when I do these videos, and this is my one vice is my coffee. And if you see, Superman was released today.
and this is my cup. I have been really a Clark Kent fan. I'm way too old to be what I am, but this is me. This is who I am. And I love Clark Kent and Superman because of that. But really, it's the Clark character that I like. I have not been to see the movie yet, and I would love to go see the movie, but there's no way I'm spending that kind of money to go see that movie. I will wait, and it will come out on TV eventually, right? Right. Anyway, I hope y'all go see it, and if you do, let me know how you liked it. No spoilers, but let me know how you liked it. I'm really worried because I was not a huge fan of this last rendition. I thought he was a little too dark. I thought they tried to make him more like Batman, like a dark. He just wasn't. Superman's supposed to be light. I miss Christopher Reeve. Again, that's probably my age. You always like the original, but Christopher Reeve was Superman. If you go see it, let me know how you like it. Other than that, it did make my husband, he doesn't eat a lot. With what he has, it's really hard to find stuff that he likes to eat, and because it's hard for him to swallow. But he loves chicken and rice, not just regular rice, yellow rice. He loves chicken and yellow rice. And so I made that this week, and I think I'm going to put in just a little clip of everything I do. You're not going to be able to make it from it, but you'll see what I put in and how I do it overall.
This is my chicken and yellow rice recipe I wanted to share with you guys. I start with onion, peas and carrots, chicken broth, chicken breast, Italian dressing, and yellow rice. I take chicken broth and the chicken breast and put it in the Instant Pot. I usually cook that from anywhere from 18 to 20 minutes in the Instant Pot. That's usually enough. Then I dice up an onion, about a half of an onion. Now, on the stove, I'm boiling some water mixed with some of the chicken broth to get some flavor into the rice. I bring that to a boil, and then when that's boiling, I put in a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, and then I put in the yellow rice and let that boil as long as needed. But while it's in there, I throw in the peas and carrots. I forgot to show that part. After it's done, I dice up the chicken and mix it all together.
So yeah, I'm hoping to get a better schedule. I figured out the times that I like for DoorDash, and I'm going to try that again next week. It's really hard when you're working multiple part-time jobs. Only one has a schedule, and that's the one that doesn't really have a schedule anymore. So everything is really flexible except for this time of year. One of the jobs I do, the work isn't always there. You have to just be there when the work is there. It's not usually like that, but I think it's going to be more and more like that. I think the world is changing with AI. What I do on that job is I'm an employee, but I'm an employee for a contract vendor that does work for Google, and they have other clients, but Google is their main client. And the gist of it has always been to help Google test their algorithms, and when they make changes, we test and see if the changes made it better, made it worse. We do the searches, the YouTube searches, stuff like that. But more and more of it is leaning toward AI, and Google is not putting as much money into Google search anymore. So really everything is changing. So I've got to change. I've got to adapt. I am going to continue to go put in applications. I was not able to do that this week, and that's what scares me. Is there's a reason I work from home, and mainly is because it's hard for me when my body riles up. I'll do it. I have done it in the past, and I can figure it out, but it's not the best. It's not ideal for anybody, including employers. So I'll do what I got to do, and I've prayed on it. I've prayed every morning before my feet even hit the floor. I've been doing really good with that, and it makes a huge difference in how I approach the day. I really know that God is putting it on my heart to keep going and putting in applications and don't just, do DoorDash, but I'm going to do what I've got to do until something comes through there. I have a temp agency that's in town. I mentioned that in my last video, I believe I did. And put in my application with them and hopefully something come through. But that really is mostly manufacturing support jobs. Like we have a Hyundai plant here, and it has a lot to do with that. Some of it's outside work, some of it's just not ideal. But what in life is ideal, right? I mean, you have to go with the flow. I'm going to continue, and I will keep you updated on that. I'll keep you up on that. But I really want to get better at DoorDash because I really like being able to get out. But it just really helps my psyche just to get out of the house for a little bit and move around. So I want to make it work. I want to figure it out. I just have to find the parameters where it's not a net zero or a net negative on how I'm doing it. And when I get better at it, I can multi-app because I have other things other than DoorDash. I have Uber Eats, and I know a lot of people that do that, like work them side by side, and that's what I want to be able to do, but I am nowhere near fluent enough in any of it to try to do that. I need to learn it first and then tack on a new one. So that's the plan. I'm going to do that. This video is, I don't know what it's going to be, but I wanted to hop on because I meant to put a video out yesterday and it's already Friday night. So hopefully I'll get it out Saturday. I'm really going to be consistent and put one video out a week. I plan on doing it on Thursdays. That's what I've decided. I plan on doing it on Thursdays, but it didn't work out this week. Please subscribe. I plan on putting out a video every Thursday. This was supposed to be on Thursday, but I was sick yesterday. So it's going out Saturday. And it's just going to be me being me, trying not to be overwhelmed and leaning on my faith in God. And I would love to meet you. I would love for you to subscribe and comment, introduce yourself, just to say hi. I'd really love to meet similar people struggling with bills, struggling with being a caretaker, struggling with trying to figure out how in the world you're going to retire when you're the only one paying the bills and you have no nest egg. That's scary, huh? That's you. That's me. Thank you for stopping by and spending your time with me this morning or this evening, whenever it is. And I hope you have a blessed rest of your week and go hug your animals. I will always say that because I am missing my dog so badly. So love on your animals, love on your family and friends. Have a wonderful, blessed week, and we'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.